What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Prep Diaries series. I hope you guys are all doing wonderful. If you are new to the Prep Diaries, welcome to the party. I am competing in the Npaa Pro-Am show in May. It is May 21st, 2023 is the day of the show. It's on a Sunday, which is technically supposed to be a rest day, but apparently it's competition day, so sure, we'll take it. But yeah, if you're new to the Prep Diaries, welcome. I am creating these videos every single week to log my progress and my journey through this prep. It's been a bit of a rough prep so far, so I really wanted to just create an outlet for myself to be able to express how I'm feeling, and also just a memory for myself of the hard work and the journey that I went through, so that when I win my gold medal in May, I can go back and look at these videos and be like, yeah, I went through that and I deserve this, right? So yeah, that is the purpose of these videos. I also hope that they are somewhat entertaining and inspiring for you guys if you are on a journey of some sort and you encounter any bumps along the road, that hopefully this can help you feel heard, that there are other people that also encounter bumps on their journeys, and bumps are just what make you stronger and more resilient, and they make the end result of whatever journey you're on more rewarding, because you know that you face some sort of adversity through that journey, and that when you come out on the end, you are stronger and you've been given the rewards that you worked so hard for. So I hope that this video and these videos coming also touch you guys in some way besides just something to distract you from your job today. So yeah, so on that note, let's get into this prep diary. Today is March 24th. And it is 8 weeks and 2 days out from the show, and we are definitely feeling a lot better than last week. I will tell you that for sure. So if you tuned into last week's prep diary, you will know that last week was quite a struggle for me. It was a really, really difficult week. Things were not going great. I had lost my period. I hadn't slept all week. I was super hungry, feeling super depleted. It was just, it was not my week. It was not my week, and last Friday was not my day. It was really terrible. So yeah, but if you didn't watch that, go watch it. Give that video a like, and then come back to this one and give this video a like, and make sure you're subscribed so that you can stay tuned for all the next prep videos that are going to be coming in the following weeks, because we've got 8 more weeks, which means we have 8 more prep diaries. So there's a lot of content for you to watch. But yeah, so this week I'm feeling a lot better. You can probably even see it in my face compared to last week. I am feeling a lot better. My period came. You guys, we are bleeding this week. I never thought I would be so happy to see my period. But my coach is really, really wonderful. And he says health over wealth. And I told him about what was going on last week with the sleep and the hunger and the stress and the anxiety and the periods. And so we did, after the one day where I bumped my calories up myself, he gave me 2 other days where we added in some extra calories. I mostly did that through just adding in a little bit more rice and some healthy fats in my lunches, because I noticed that that is the meal that I tend to be hungriest at, and it actually is the meal that regulates my appetite for the rest of the day. So I added in a little bit of extra rice and some avocado into that meal, and then I think I added in a little bit of fruit, and that obviously was really helpful because my hormones feel a lot more regulated. My mood is feeling a lot more stable. My skin is starting to clear up. It was breaking out really bad last week, I think probably from the stress, and probably my progesterone was too high due to stress. So I was getting like some IUD symptoms again, actually, like the acne and the oily skin and the like smelliness of like my hair and stuff. It was really, really weird. I was like having PTSD from the IUD, which was horrible. But yeah, so we did add in more calories, and 2 days ago I started to bleed. So technically my period started on day 35, so it was a 35-day cycle. for me, because technically I felt like I needed to start, like I was gonna start bleeding on the 28th day, but because my energy was so low, I didn't end up bleeding, so then my cycle ended up being a little bit longer here with 35 days. So it'll be interesting to kind of see when my next period comes, and then how that's gonna happen with the show, because it's kind of sad. My period was actually on a really good track, that the show was on the last day of my period, so it was actually in a really good spot. But now that my period's been shifted a week later, it might screw up a few things with how I was hoping my period would be timed for the show. So I might actually be on my period when I'm competing, which is a little bit annoying because you are more bloated and stuff and hungry and cranky, and you don't have as much muscle tone when you're on your period. So that might be a little bit of a sticky situation. But again, I'm not really sure. I mean, it's been a while since I've lost my period due to low energy intake, so I don't really remember how your cycle gets back on track again. So it'll just be interesting to kind of see where my period comes again in April, and then when and if it comes in May. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on kind of how that's going. But I'm bleeding now, which is really nice, because I could feel like there was like stuff in there that needed to come out, and my weight was remaining quite high because I hadn't gotten out the blood and the water and everything. So it's been really nice to bleed and kind of feel my weight and my puffiness kind of all just go down. So that's been really cool. My calorie bumps were really quite nice, actually. Those felt really good, and they actually made my training in the gym feel really good. So all that training is feeling great. I had a glute workout this morning. Fridays I do a glute workout, and I've been working with, I've gone to physio, I've gone to Kevin, I've gone to massage, all of it to deal with some of the hip imbalances that I've been having. I have something called Trendelenburg. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but it's basically when your pelvis tilts when you walk because you have weak abductor muscles. And it's obviously something I've had for a while because I used to run, and that probably made it bad. And then I started lifting, which with not good form, and then that made it bad. So now I'm just kind of like in this yucky spot where I have this really awkwardly tilted pelvis, and my right leg gets super, super tight, and my back starts to hurt, and I get just kind of funny things. So I've been working, I've gone to physio for it, I've gone to Kevin for it, and then I've also been doing massage and watched lots of YouTube videos myself to try and help treat it, and things are actually going a lot better. So my glute workout this morning was really great. I'm starting to feel more activation in my left glute, which I was really struggling to feel. And actually my right bum cheek was bigger than my left, which was kind of sad for a bit, but now they're starting to even out. My quads are starting to even out, so everything is going well on that front. Yeah, so overall, feeling really good. I had a really great week of training. Period came. My sleep's been a lot better this week. I had a really bad dream like 2 days ago, and I got scared, so I had to go sleep with my mom. So that day was not good for sleep, but other than that, my sleep is more regulated, back to normal now. I'm not feeling super hungry in the middle of the night. So yeah, this week's going a lot better. I feel a lot more optimistic about things, and yeah. Also, yesterday was super fun. I got to hang out with Sabrina, who, if you guys have never checked out her channel or her Instagram or anything, she is an Npaa pro athlete. She is one of my friends that I made last year in the show. I actually randomly messaged her on Instagram, and I told her how inspiring her videos were for me during my prep last year, and then we ended up becoming friends, which is super cool. So yesterday we went to this place in Calgary called Activate, and we got to like do this thing where you like run around and you like touch lights and you like jump around lasers. It was so fun. And that was actually really nice to see her, because sometimes when you're competing, you feel like, as much as my mom is super supportive, my family is super supportive. I mean, I live with my mom, so she obviously has to be supportive, but she's super supportive. My boyfriend's really supportive, like my friends are also really supportive, but you feel sometimes really lonely because you are super intense in something that majority of people don't understand, or they think you're crazy because you're doing it, or you know, they're just like, oh wow, I could never do that, so it's amazing, and nobody really actually understands how you feel and what you're going through. And so it's really nice to hang out with Sabrina, because her and I are very, very similar personality wise, first of all, and second of all, it's nice to chat with someone that knows what you're going through. Like when I told her, oh, I lost my period, I'm really sad about it, she's like, yeah, same thing happened to me, blah blah blah, and it just makes you feel more heard. So if you are competing in a show, or want to compete in a show, or compete in any sort of sport, especially when it's something like bodybuilding or like boxing or something where you're individual, it's so important to make sure you surround yourself with other people that are in your community, because it makes you feel so much more motivated. Also, I mean, Sabrina's a pro Npaa athlete. She's going for her IPE this year. And so for me to hang out around her is so inspiring. It actually helps keep me motivated and keep me pushing forward, even when I'm having really bad weeks like last week, because you have someone else who's achieved something that you would love to, that you aspire to achieve as well. And you also see that they go through struggles as well, and that when you go through struggles, it's totally normal and it's part of the process. If this was easy and everything could go perfectly, then everybody would be doing this. And so it's really cool to have that reminder, not just for like from you telling yourself that, but from someone else that also was going through the same experience. So that was really cool last night. That made me feel really full and feel a lot more motivated to keep pushing through the next few weeks here. She's also really positive and tells me how great I look and that I'm gonna win. So that also is really helpful. But yeah, so that is that for the prep diary today. Things are going really well. 8 weeks out, we're feeling good. And yeah, I'm hungry now. I mean, I'm always hungry, but I'm extra hungry now. And I'm gonna go eat my lunch. I'm having chicken and zucchini and rice and some protein cheesecake. And then I have work to do. And by work, I mean schoolwork, because I'm also gonna graduate, be done school completely in 3 weeks, and then I'm gonna graduate in June. So that's another exciting thing coming up. So I need to go and attend to the school things, because I have not attended school at all this week, except for today I did go. But yeah, so I'm gonna go do that. Thank you guys for watching this week's prep diary. I hope you are all doing amazing. Mwah, keep glowing, and I'll catch you in the next